Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up. I'm doing it right now. Um, Join us in the live chat, tell a friend, and subscribe. Come and join our tribe. All right, so today we are going to talk about Married at First Sight, Australia, season 12, episode 25 and 26. My God. This season's almost over, Jamal.
I know.
Oh my God. All right, guys. So, um, in this episode, what did we talk about in this episode? Okay, so this is the morning of the fifth commitment ceremony. And all of the couples are talking about the tragic dinner party from the night before.
Oof.
And unfortunately, this is the beginning of the end of my only hope for a successful relationship in this stupid show.
I mean, oof. It was. It was just. It was a lot of to me. Like so, episode 25. It was basically about the commitment ceremonies and the couples. So the Clint and Lauren were first. I'm glad they put them up first to get them out the way. Cause I was glad they left. But they were going back and forth. Like they're both sitting there looking miserable. And the funny thing is this though. Here's what caught me with these two. They were telling everyone like, oh, look, we're getting to know each other, this, and that, yada, blah, 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 blah. Clint's looking like a whole dumbass defending Lauren as she just plays him like a fiddle.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all go through all of that just to get on this here couch
Mm-hmm.
to say like, we both agreed that there's no spark. I'm not even mad at Lauren because we know what she was doing, but Clint, you look dumb as hell. You look dumb as hell. And sir, your tune changed. Your tune changed to me. You went from like I'm all in for Lauren, like there's something there. Blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his tune, he didn't believe Dave, right? When Dave told him like, hey, this is what's going on, yada yada, he's like,
Mm-hmm.
no. He went back. He went back to Lauren, talked to Lauren. Remember that? And she somehow changed his mind.
Mm-hmm.
You go from defending her in front of everyone to now like I hope there's something there, and if it lines up, I would love to have her to come to Tazzy. And she's like, oh, I would love it to come to Tazzy. And I'm sitting there like, what? I'm looking here looking like, okay, Clint, did you see some being footage, Clint? Is that what happened? Because
Aw.
his tune changed like too quickly for me.
Well, it just came across to me as they rehearsed this, they agreed to this, they were both leaving. And I think more so her, she wanted to leave with like her reputation intact. And in my mind, she thought that she won against the girls at the retreat. And so she's coming out of here and she's leaving on her terms. And that's how it came across to me. Like she really thought that she was leaving this winning. And they edit it. Well, I know they edited a lot because he said that when he said in the show, shut the fuck up, and they zoomed to Jamie, they made it seem like he said this directly to her when he didn't. He said it as a general thing to the whole couch because they were there for so long being interrogated by both the experts and the couch. He just couldn't take it anymore. He just said, just shut the fuck up. But to no one in particular. Um, but I really think that Lauren thinks that she's coming out of this winning. I really do that think she's that misguided.
Poor thing. And then like was it who was it? Shillings? In the pink? Oh, she let her have it.
Oh yes.
I was in there
Um,
like, oof. Like
when
she
she
thinks she
told her about her attitude and her behavior.
yes. when
Ooh.
she said you're giving yourself a little too much credit,
Mm-hmm.
personality wise, I was like, okay, damn,
Yeah.
damn. And all she do is sit there and take it.
Well, she can't do nothing else. But I don't think Lauren heard anything that Schillings had to say. I really don't.
No, because she does think
She's
she's
that
better
full
than
of herself.
everybody. Yes, agreed.
Okay, so hi Tracy. Hello, mates. Hi Scotland. Wait, Ryan made you laugh this week? Oh my God, that's a rarity. But I'm he is kind of a doofus this week. He's blaming the edit. Yes. To see the back and forth, sorry, off topic, but Scotland, I have to agree with you. To see the back and forth between Ryan and Jackie, releasing all the receipts, the text messages, the behind the scenes. Jackie is a freak. Do you know that she smuggled a cell phone into the dinner party and took pictures of them, the dinner party that was aired on Wednesday yesterday. She took pictures of Dave, like how they have them isolated, and it's like the whole day they're filming. So it's it's madness that she's done this, and it's madness that Channel 9 and the Mall Shine, the production company, haven't gone after her yet. But oops, wait, I forgot she's an attorney. And the Mall Shine, do not bring attorneys onto your show.
Exactly.
What? Oh my God, who else is here? Hi, Deborah Bess. You have opinions? We can't wait. We cannot wait. Hi, Farmata. Our two English queens are here. Bless her heart for staying up this late. We really do appreciate it, especially on a school night. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. But at the end
Um,
of the day,
mhm.
these two say leave. I'm like, thank goodness, bye, get out. And when they left, and the when they were trying to leave, and then the experts wanted them to come back, and so the other people, I'm like, no, 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 let them go. Don't bring
Adrian.
them back.
Adrian with his thick tongue said, no, let him go. Oh my God. Wait, I have a picture of them leaving. Oh my God. I did so much stuff on Sunday because I had the time. Um, so this is them. Hold on, this. I just thought, since you wanted people to get off the show, here we go. This is them leaving. Bye. See
Beautiful.
you later. That was a cute little romper she had on, though. That was really cute. I did like it. But bye bye, guys. See you next time. Stop sharing. Oh my God. Okay. So, anything else with them?
No, they left. Bye.
Okay. So, next up on the couch is Athena and Adrian.
They had sex, so they're
Um,
they're happy. That's pretty much all I got from it. That's it. Let me know if you got anything else from that.
but why didn't the experts ask? Well, how did you get here? What did you do? Did you
So
resolve your issues? Did someone apologize? Did he accept your son? Does he not think of you like, as trash, like how his sisters called you and your sister? Like, how did we get here?
they already know what's up with these two.
That's what I would have liked to know. Like, how did it happen?
That's pretty much what like we connected, aka we had sex. He blew your back out again. And you're only there for the sex anyway. You already said that. Like again, like there's nothing really here for these two, except for down the road conflict. And I'm not mad at it, but we gonna call a thing on with these two. There's we all know there's no hope for these two. Let's put it that way.
But She admitted to Alessandra that she was just happy with validation and she was
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, fuck's sake. Anyway, anything else with them?
Nope. They both stay.
Okay, so let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, so next up are these two, Jackie and Ryan. It started out good, but it ended like this, y'all.
It really did. And they were
Um,
screaming. They were so the actors were so messy because they were like, hold up, hold up. Was it Alessandra? So wait a minute, wait. So what is this? What you saying in your testimony? Work out the signs. He's like, Alessandra had me screaming because she was really trying to figure it out, like the correlation. Like it was not computing to her.
okay,
It
you
wasn't. Now
broke up a
behind,
little bit
kept
there.
trying to. Oh, sorry. Let me try to shift
You
a little
broke
bit.
up a little bit. Could you repeat that?
Okay, now I was just saying, like Alessandra was really trying to figure it out though, like the testosterone thing. She's like, wait a minute, you can please your
Mhm.
partner and still like get a workout in, basically. And he was genuinely sitting up there trying to explain it, and he wasn't doing a good job. And she's like, wait a minute, back up. But why can't you fulfill her needs? Alessandra just could not compute. It was not making no sense to her.
Well,
And
it wasn't
they
making any sense to him either, because I don't think he understands the concept of oral pleasure. He
true.
understands it when he's receiving, but I don't think he's a giver.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Alessandra had me crying, and it was just amazing to watch her with her leaning forward and trying to figure it out. And she kept trying to and I felt like she kept trying to lead him down a certain road, and he just would not follow the breadcrumbs. He was determined to explain his stance. And when they said, like, it sounded like you, I think, who was it? Was it John or was it Shillings? Somebody said that basically sex is on his terms, and
Yes,
why should she go without? And he goes, that's not
Jeff. I
true.
think Jeff brought
It was
that
Jeff.
up.
Okay.
Hmm.
It was like, huh? And they were just like, dude, we're trying to help you here. And Jackie's continues to throw him under the bus. I was like, you know what? I am not mad at you for this. I'm not mad at you at this. And he he's very unaware. That's a nice way of putting it. He's
Yes,
unaware. He's unaware.
of most things in life. Oof.
Yes. Yes. It was just a whole ridiculous mess. And he has a habit of doing this. He will, instead of taking in what's being said, and I now have to agree with Jackie on this, instead of taking what's said the first time and really thinking on it before speaking, he's
Hmm.
too busy trying to defend his position, which
Yeah.
makes him look even worse.
Yes. Yes. And he has a lot of like, okay, so some concepts that he thinks are very masculine, like remember going back to the wedding, it's my wife and I'm going to protect her and in all of these things, but yet I don't think protect her leads to caring for her or her needs. It's very weird. Like he's looking for a sword, but he doesn't know what to do with it. Like his ideas on what it is to be a man, and he sat there and she asked, if I get sick and I cannot be the main breadwinner, go, Jackie, by defining yourself as the main breadwinner and telling him that he has problems with finances that you're concerned about. So she's saying all of this, and she says, if I can't be the main breadwinner anymore, are you going to be able to take care of our children? Was that this episode?
No, that was a couple episodes ago.
Oh,
But
I'm
I remember
sorry,
that
y'all. Then I take it back. I take it back. They are still fretting over his testosterone issue and
yes,
not doing oral sex. But no,
correct.
she catches him. She catches him on the back foot all the time, just when he's stupid because he knows that when they are in a good situation and she seems to be happy and they've agreed on what they're going to say, she fucks it up when she comes to these couches because she's looking for screen time.
Yes.
And if we've all picked up on this, he's living with her. How is he not picked up on this? And why doesn't he have a list ready to come back at her?
Because he's not the brightest bulb.
And what's wrong with the buttons on his shirt? Did he miss a button? Oh my God. Let's move on to the next one. Sorry. Let's go. I have nothing more to say about these idiots.
They both stay.
Yeah, they both stay. And let's go to Veronica and Elliott. I thought they had fun at the retreat. How do we get back
Yes,
here?
because she said she watered down her personality in order not to offend him.
Girl, bye.
And he feels that Veronica doesn't like him.
Correct.
I mean, that's pretty much all it really was. And the experts said, like, well, if you're trying to build a relationship, then you have to kind of work on that. Veronica, you can't water yourself down just to appease, otherwise you're not being honest. And he also brought up the fact that, she went to Lauren to talk about him. And I think they asked him why that would upset him. He said, well, she has her own agendas and she already doesn't like me. So, like, what point does it serve? And, Veronica did apologize for that. I'm like, okay. But she doesn't like him.
But wait, didn't it seem like the experts were like, okay, so these two are leaving, and so they asked for
Yeah.
what their decision was, and the experts were shocked that they both said stay.
Like, the looks on their face was like, y'all staying? Really?
I think they're just sick of them. I think they're sick of the people that they brought back and gave a second chance to.
Yeah, they're like, we wasted this on them.
Well, mm-mm-mm. Anything else? Excuse me. Anything else with them other than I guess the experts tell Veronica, how about this week you try to be yourself?
Right.
Um, okay, wait. Um, he wasted feedback week. Just try to get at that. Oh yes, we'll talk about
Oh,
that.
that was horrible.
We'll talk about that. Oh my man would be Elliot looks with Jeff's Elliot's looks with Jeff's personality. Interesting. Interesting. We gotta find you somebody like. Thank you, Scotland. Thank you. Who's next? Hold on. Ree and Jeff are next on the couch.
He's on his
Did
basically
anything
he's on his
happen with them?
basically he admitted he's on his way to falling in love with Ree. He's excited about it. Ree's excited about it. Makes her feel good, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it with them.
Oh. And I guess both of them decided to stay.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's get to the next couple. Replace Beth and TJ.
This was interesting because with them, it's a communication issue that TJ really was unaware of. So she is confused and feels like he's not attracted to her because yes, they had sex like right away, ripped the band out, but then there hasn't been any more sex. So in her
Mhm.
head, and the thing with Beth is she's acutely aware of what's going on. That she's in her head, like he's he is attracted to her. She's telling herself he's not, and she knows she's doing this to herself. So she brought it up just to get it out for herself, but she's acutely aware that it's all in her head, and she's trying not to listen to those voices. And I commend her for like at least acknowledging that. And TJ said
Mhm.
like, "Wow," he's like, I give her acts of service. I touch her. He's like, I love her ass. I smack her whenever I can. He's like, I thought I
Mhm.
was letting her know I was attracted to her. So I get what he's saying,
Mhm.
and I like the fact that the experts told Beth that men need to feel just as desired as women do. All people do. all people want to feel desired by their partner, and they told her like, you have to make sure that TJ feels like you want him too. Now I like that, and they both agreed to stay.
Hmm.
So to me, there was nothing else.
But these two don't have any chemistry. So what are we doing here? I mean, they're nice, but I think that he's comfortable with arranged marriages because his parents were in an arranged marriage, and he knows that it's not going to be like the love will grow
Right.
with respect for each other. And I still don't understand her not being in a relationship before in her life, but wants sex. Like, girl, what was you doing?
I told you. Remember, I told you what she was doing. She was out there on the streets, giving away hit left and right, with no commitment. Because
Okay.
remember, you have to listen closely to what she said. She said she had not been in an official relationship before. That she did not say she was a virgin. We have to listen to those details.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was just like, so what are we trying to do here? Anyway.
I mean, my thing is, I think she's at that point. She's 28. I think she's still like, and not to be rude, but I think she's like, I'll hold out, and it's time for me to really like settle down, and because she probably wants children. And my guess is the men she's tried to turn into boyfriends slash husbands were not the men. That's my guess.
Oh. She's an interesting one.
I do like her though.
Yeah. But she's changing as the more weeks that she's on here, because at the beginning they were staying in their little love bubble and they were just
Mm-hmm.
minding their own business. But I think the producers got to her. I'm sure that they've asked TJ, but TJ's not that personality, so she is trying to get into the mix of everybody else's
Right.
business.
Yeah, she's
Um,
the one. She's the one who's okay. She's gonna be the one to keep them here. She's like, I'm already know. I'm already a loudmouth. We know this. You baby, you sit back. I'll do the heavy. She's like, I'll do the heavy lifting.
oh, well, that's teamwork, make the dream work.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so they both stay. Next up is Karina and Paul. How did she
So
become the victim?
is the way you present everything. Because the way Jamie speaks, she's assertive. You could say she's aggressive. But
Mm-hmm.
Karina is like the softer, like quote unquote sweeter. Like she presents herself as like a fawn in the woods, as they say, and
Mm-hmm.
she has the ability to make you feel sorry for her. Because when you go back and look at the footage, what it was is yes, Jamie was louder and more assertive, but Jamie's frustration really wasn't with the fact that they stuck up for Lauren so much. It was part of it. What Jamie was saying is that, as my friend, if you're gonna stick up for Lauren, you should at least stick up for me if you're gonna be Switzerland. And that thought that comment went completely over Karina's head. She was
Mm-hmm.
always addressing that Lauren, like, that she wasn't sticking up for Lauren, that she didn't agree with what Lauren said. That's not where Jamie was. Jamie was already past that. Because you go back to the last episode, Jamie said she's past that point. She doesn't care about the Lauren part. What she cares about is that her friends did not stick up for her in real time. That's why she was keen and okay with taking Ree's apology, because Ree said, "I'm sorry, I did not stick up for you in the moment. I'm a person who takes time to process, everything that's going on, and then I speak up afterwards. It was wrong of me in this situation." That's what Jamie was looking for from Karina. And Karina got defensive. Like Karina came in defensive, and when you do that, you're not really open to the other person. Did Jamie like talk to her hella crazy and kind of in a rude manner? Sure, but that was just her frustration coming out at Karina for Karina not understanding what she was saying and her actual point.
I don't know. I just think that Karina is a bit manipulative in the way how she presents herself, because remember, she is the youngest of like a gaggle of children,
Mm-hmm.
and probably was babied because she was the baby, and learned ways to manipulate family members against family members. Because remember, after the whole thing, she ran outside and cried, and then she sat down there on this couch, these good people's couch, and said how I don't feel like I'm smart enough because I can't respond. And who cares? If you
Yeah.
don't think that you're smart enough, don't go getting into arguments that you can't fight back on.
Right. Even if she had taken her time to get her thoughts together, that wasn't the point. Is the point she was making made no sense. When you go back and watch the episode, look at the arguments, like, bull,
Mm-hmm.
you're arguing a point that's not being argued right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
And
why
sticking up
Jamie
for
said,
somebody that don't give a shit about her neither.
right, yeah, you were sticking up. You like trying to stick up for her. You said you did not condone what she said, but yet in
Mm-hmm.
the next breath you were trying to say like, well, it was like a gang of mean girls and blah 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 blah. Like, well, they were asking her questions she didn't want to answer because she don't like y'all, and
Hey,
you
Sarge too.
know, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks like you're defending Lauren instead of just like arguing Jamie's point and saying like, "Well, Jamie, in the moment, this is how I felt, and if you took it as a slight, I apologize." Period. To me,
Mm-hmm.
that's fair.
Yeah. And yes, Deborah, Karina is a whole contradiction. She really is. But Paul has set up his way to get back at her. Paul is a bitch.
Stop it.
Paul is a bitch. Paul is not going down as the wife beater on this show.
Nope.
He is setting her up. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But anything else on these two?
Nah.
Paul votes to stay. Karina votes to stay. Next up on the couch, excuse me, is Jamie and Dave. And I was like, what the fuck is happening here? How can you do this? Who? Oh my God. Go ahead, Jamal.
Well, the interest going on Jamie and telling her like how she talks to people is not appropriate. Blah 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 blah. Jamie takes it in and says like, you know what, Karina, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have came at you sideways like that. I know I hurt your feelings. The way I said things is not appropriate. Blah 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 blah. Okay, we get that out the way. Now let's get to the part where she tells like, I covered Dave's mouth. She has something to say. She said, "I love you," and his was it me or did his whole face go pale?
Oh
And
my
he got
God.
like,
The
and he
little
was so
finger
anxious.
clicking, the face,
Yes.
the mouth got pushed up. It was uncomfortable.
And he was like he looked like a deer caught like in severe headlights. Like we talking high beams going 90 on the freeway. Those kind of headlights. He didn't
Yeah.
know what to do or what to say.
It was like he was caught or trapped.
Yes.
And like he knew what was coming because obviously she has said it, and I don't think he was too happy that she brought it up on the couch. Um he has obviously decided that he's not there because Alessandra asked him. I think it was Alessandra, right? Um, Somebody asked him about his feelings, and no, asked him if he said it back, and he was just like, "Nope." Very short, very clipped, kind of aggravated.
So Scotland makes a good point. Jamie popped off at the retreat. David's been very different. I think that he didn't like that. I don't think he expected to see that side of her. But my thing is this: when you see like her bubbly side, her friendly side, with everybody, there's two sides of every coin. So you have to know it's there. And it was gonna come out eventually.
But here's the thing. So, Scotland, I get what you're saying. Once Jamie popped off at the retreat, um, Dave has been very different. But did she tell him at the retreat? Because he had her back during that final fight at the campfire. So then, when they went back into the room, she said she covered his mouth, told him, she loved him, and then told him to go to bed.
That's a fair
Because he
point.
was on her side at the retreat. Because remember when he went to run, go tell Clint what Lauren said with the girls? He was there. I think the real attitude change, I think it happened that final night at the campfire. She had to have said it then, and then they came back to the apartments and did the dinner, and he was off his kilter because he's not feeling the same. And for Armada says, I understand the expert going in on Jamie, but they didn't speak to Karina from Jamie's point of view as a friend. No, they didn't. But nothing is ever fair on this. Nothing. And it's all down to the edit. And they had to bring Jamie down off of her high horse. They were goosing up what's her name, Karina, because of what is to come from her husband. And so they're just, to me, they're rebalancing the scales on the show. I read his dad was dying during filming. Why was he there? He's vacant. That could play into it too. At their wedding reception, he did mention that his father's been battling cancer for many years. I don't know. Like the father couldn't come to the wedding. I'm not sure why he would sign up for this. I don't know, but that's a lot for him to carry while trying to do a shit show like this. Maybe it happened so fast he hadn't processed it yet. I think he was having fun with her, but then she took it to the next level, and he was like, oh, I could be in this for the show, and then we go our separate ways afterwards. I'm not taking this seriously. But she took it seriously, and maybe he was just pumping the brakes a little bit, just not to hurt her. Wrong move in my opinion, but Dave did a 180 turn on Jamie. Yeah, complete 180. Like I don't want to mention it yet, but we find out a lot. No, he did an interview with Dave, said his dad's bone cancer in remission, but they found it in his lymph node, so it spread. Shut up. Maybe a lot of things are playing in with Dave. Has anybody seen Dave do an interview? I've seen all the people that I don't want to hear from. Oh, wait, Dave and Jamie did separate interviews on a radio show. And Jamie did hers first on one day, and what she was saying was causing the radio DJ to like have grave concerns that they're not together. And then Dave came on the next morning, and it like she was almost in a fit. Like neither one of them sounded like they were together. And then we found out that they're not. Oh my God. I don't know. I didn't like his answers here. I didn't like his body language. I didn't like the fidgeting with his fingers. He wasn't making eye contact. He's slouching. He's not even like touching her. Oh wait, he does touch her. Yeah, he does touch her.
But she's tugging. But if you look at it when they zoomed in, she's tugging at him for affection, but he's not returning it.
Yes, there's another picture here. Like there were so many pictures here that I took. Hold on. I'm gonna share with y'all. Um, Look at this. I think this is how they ended after she made her admission. Let me see this picture. Oh yes. This is one with like he was fidgeting so
Hmm.
much.
It
Look
was
at
the
this.
thing of clicking for me that you mentioned. It was that kind of caught me. Like,
Yes,
hmm.
this is what he was doing. And hold on. Is it this one? Look at this. Hold on. Look at his face. I'm bringing it up. Hold on. No. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Look at his face. It's like guilty.
Hmm.
It's guilty. And then when they got back to the couch, this. Yes, this one. I've got too many things open. Look at his face there. And then the whole episode ends with this shot of his fingers. Do I have it up? Where is it? There it goes. It's loaded. Look at this. Him going back to picking his fingers, and that's how we end the episode. This is sad. This is tragic. I hope for at least just like one bloody couple that can lie their way through this season to you know have at least one of them end well. I don't think anybody's going to end well.
Only Jeff and Ree.
I keep forgetting about them because they're so boring.
That's why they'll last.
I actually think they're still together. He recently had a birthday
Yeah,
party and she was there.
I think they are still together.
Okay,
Excuse me, so
play
sorry.
it. Play what? I can't play that. It's also a YouTube channel. I saw Dave's interview and Dave spoke in the present tense, trying to fool us that they're still together. It wasn't convincing though. Dave seems like he just wants this over. Oh dear. But if something had happened to his dad, wouldn't you think that he would have told her so that she would have a different response and not just like this total emotional and verbal shutdown? He seems completely checked out at that point. I don't blame him though after listening to Jamie for that. Shut up, Tracy. We like Jamie. We like Jamie. I'm not listening to you. Oh my god. Okay, so next episode is 26, morning after the commitment ceremony. Um Karina and Paul, they're like, "Oh, a massive weight has been lifted off of my shoulders." Yeah, right. Jamie and Dave, Jamie is still feeling bad over what she did, her behavior towards Karina. Um but she still thinks that all of this is bringing her closer to Dave. Like, come on.
Right. I'm like, no.
But Jamie is not stupid. She says she did realize that she has stronger feelings for him than he does for her. Um, she says that they're talking about life beyond the experiment. Then they get a talking head from him, and he says that Jamie's declaration caught him by surprise. He's not there yet, and it normally takes him a bit longer. So I think this is what led me to the conclusion that maybe he came on here just to do the show, and he would be paired with somebody who would like agree to have fun, for the 3 months and call it a day. And he wasn't expecting that person to like actually have feelings for him.
Right.
Um, Jeff and Ree are talking about their glad that the experts brought up their feelings toward each other and where it's progressing to, because they haven't even talked about it on their own. Why are they stuck in reverse, or worse yet, neutral? How are they not talking about that? What are y'all doing in that apartment? The experts had to bring up their feelings for each other. Oh my God. Stop it. So now we enter feedback week. And the couples are receiving their envelopes announcing the return of the partner swap. Yes, people.
And you know they may have, they may have these parents the week of,
Oh my God. Well,
because
let's
because
go
all the
through.
dramaticals because all the dramaticals people got paired
Yeah,
together.
they set them up based on the latest fights. So we got Athena moving in with Paul. We got Ree moving in with Elliott. Jamie moves in with Adrian. Veronica moves in with Dave. Beth moves in with Ryan. Jackie moves in with Jeff. Karina is supposed to move in with TJ, but Glamour Chops decides she's going to throw a hissy fit because apparently Paul had declared to her previously his sexual history, and it includes Cleo, Athena's twin sister. And she's very upset because he's now going to have to share a room, and she does not want him to share a bed with a person that he slept with, twin sister, that really don't like. I don't understand if she doesn't quite grasp the concept of twins, that they're two individual persons' identity that kind of looks similar. But anyway, she had to be taken to another room so that she could work her shit out.
She
Um,
annoyed the shit out of me with that.
yes.
I was in here like,
Yes.
what is wrong with you? And even I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Even Athena was just like, what is wrong with her? Because she's all I thought she's all we were I thought we were better friends than that. And she's all like, and she's all, and what makes her, basically what she's paraphrasing, what makes her think that I want to sleep with someone that my twin sister slept with?
Yeah.
I'm like, exactly. Thank you, Athena. Thank you.
But
For once, I want to agree
again,
with you.
Karina only thinks about herself.
True.
There's a level of selfishness in there that is like on a different level, and
I'm glad you
and,
said
and
that.
a level of cluelessness that is there that's on a different level.
I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to ask you this, because I want to know if it was just me, or did other people see this? Did you
Mhm.
see the way that she was acting, right? The meltdown she had. Didn't you
Yes,
see Paul completely turn off a little bit? Like
yes.
his demeanor changed. Like he was laughing about it and joking at all, but he looked like he was not happy with her. Like he was like, "Whoa."
Right, because didn't it wasn't that the point where she brought up, her religion, and she doesn't feel right with, like another person sleeping with her spouse and da 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 da. And that's where he pegs the hypocrisy of her. Because
Oh,
you talking about fucking Quavo
okay, thank
as
you.
a
I was
one,
about to say
like,
that.
you a backstage bass bitch. But yeah, you don't want him to sleep in the same apartment with someone that's supposed to be your friend, and it's because of religious purposes. Girl,
I'm
bye.
glad you brought that up. I was in the same space, but she brought religion. I'm like, I'm so confused.
And so was he, and that's why he wrote that letter. Okay, so I don't like the way she was acting with Ree and Karina, period. Apology accepted, but I think Dave was tired of it. Oof, oof. Tracy, you've drawn a line in the sand. I believe even if you're there for the right reasons, you just not the type to say that unless you are absolutely positively ready and swept off your feet. Agreed. Don't say anything that you're not like, unless y'all agree to do that to fool the show.
Right.
You still like Karina, back off. Girl, me and you gonna fight. Marsha, hi Marsha. Did you already talk about Dave and Veronica? I'm so late. No, we're on the first two episodes, and we've just gotten to the second episode, episode 26. And is it 26? Yes,
Yes.
26. And we've just started this the wife swap thing. We're talking about Karina's meltdown. Um, Farmata, yes, it was too much. Um, I'll take that yes, Marcia, since Tracy is no longer in my head. Well, that was Avi in his letter, but we'll get to that. Oh my God. Okay, so we see people packing up and heading out, going willingly like lambs to the slaughter, all except Karina, who has to be crying. Um, let's see. I think before Jackie leaves, she has to get one more fight in with Ryan. Is that
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was actually sitting her down, giving her instructions on what to do. These two
That
are
was
so manufactured.
yes.
Let's see.
He sat her down because he's not happy with the fact that she keeps going rogue on the couch.
Mm-mm.
That's what it is. He's like, look, you're not sticking to the script. I need you to stick to the script. Stop going rogue. That's what it is.
Listen, Jackie is like that little kid that's always running away from its mom and hiding and having the mom like freak the fuck out because she can't find the kid at the Target. That is Jackie. That is Jackie. Anyway, Beth arrives at the apartment, and when when Jackie opens the door, Beth says, "Oh, you're still here." Beth is not excited to go to this apartment. Just not excited at all. And Ryan is planning for Beth. This never works out well because Ryan, I think the only person smarter than Ryan out of all of the women is Karina.
You mean dumber?
I mean, sorry, no, sorry, all the women are smarter than him, with the exception of Karina. Sorry, I got that backwards.
Gotcha. There we go.
Um, oh my gosh, who's the goof? Oh, the two bozos. Yes. Okay, so Beth walks in, sees the wall of pictures. She says, "Are you fucking joking?" When she sees that. I think he even brings up a curse jar at one point.
Yeah, I swear, Jack. No, because remember Jackie made the symbol with her hands, symboling a jar, and that's when he
Mhm.
brought up the swear jar.
I was like, what is going on? And Jackie looked like she packed every single one of her bags. Was she running away from home?
Exactly.
It was so weird. Um, Jackie is under the impression that Ree is freaking out because Jackie is going to be with Jeff. Meanwhile, Ree has confidence in her relationship and she really knows that her man do not want crazy eyes, whether she give good head or not. Um, Jackie gets to Jeff's apartment. Jeff is going to cook her dinner. He's incredibly welcoming. He caters to her, fully
Yeah.
caters to her. Why? Like, I think Ree and him planned this. I cannot see him
Yes.
doing this all the time. Yes, she was, Marcia. She was super excited. Um, let's see. Oh, Jackie even has Jeff to steam a nightgown. What is going on in this apartment? Let's
And Jeff is
see.
like, "Oh, this is therapeutic." She's like, "You don't mind doing it?" He's like, "No, I find it very like therapeutic." I was crying because she was just looking at him, just in amazement. She had seen like Santa Claus or something. Like she was
But
so juiced.
but listen. it is his fault that she writes the letter that she does. And I love it. Back at Casa Ryan, um, but they start asking each other these questions from the task that they slip the envelope underneath the door, and it's was it more feedback, like you have to ask the person that you're with questions for them to answer and whatever. But Ryan turns his questions into attacks. That was in
Exactly.
this episode, right?
That was
Yes.
because he was rude as hell to her. And the interesting thing is, like, she kind of came in with like, okay, let's just get through this and be civil. He just wanted to get back at her. I'm like, there's nothing to get back at her for, in my opinion.
Right, but like one of the questions was, why does she only take negative views on their relationships into account? And her response was, actions speak louder than words. And she references back to her wedding where they had the fight at her wedding, and
Hmm.
he didn't have a response to that. Like, why are you going and picking fights with people that are clearly superior to you?
And she was just so calm and cool because she knew exactly what he was doing. And
Yes.
she was giving him, she gave him no life. He was looking for a
Yeah.
moment with her.
Yeah,
He
because
was looking for a moment.
she said that she realized that he was using the task as an opportunity to confront her on her behavior. Um, she says Ryan has taken the questions as a way to take digs at her. And then she tells him, if I see shit behavior, I'm gonna call it out. Uh, she wasn't worried a bit. No, she wasn't. Mm-mm. Jeff was afraid AF of her. That's why he kept doing the nervous laugh with her. Well, yeah. I think he was scared of bedtime. Beth says that Ryan was very disrespectful with the question challenge. They're getting ready for bed. They actually sleep in the same bed together, but they put like a wall of pillows in between them. Um he's she Somebody said that they have he said he has a new appreciation for Jackie. Really? Was it not a gym night? Um he says that he's been texting back and forth with Jackie saying miss you, miss you, miss you. But is he texting with himself? Because Jackie is very occupied with Jeff. I think he's lying.
Same. I'm like, she's too into Jeff steaming her nightgown, cooking her food, good food. I don't think she texted him not one time.
I don't think so either. I don't. Um, Let me see. Ree gets over to Elliot's apartment, and he bought her fresh fruit to welcome her.
Oh, you
He's
talking about Elliot, right?
Yeah, Elliot. Yeah,
Yes. He
he
said, I know we've never really talked. I don't know too much about you, but I know you're into health and fitness, so I bought some fruit to make you a fruit bowl. And she's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
he's so awkward. He's so awkward, but it seems like he's trying more. I will give him that there
Yes.
has been
He is.
progression since we first saw him. And I'm beginning to wonder if that was an act that he came in with at the beginning. I don't
I
know.
agree because I don't know what it is. To me, he seems a lot softer and a lot more open.
God. Marsha E says Jackie's pupils were dilated with lust as she stared at Jeff.
Because Jeff was
My God.
cooking. That's why. Jeff cooked her a meal. She's like, what? He cooking for me? So she, you know when he was cooking for her. The first lust came when he was steaming her nightgown. That's number one.
Hmm.
What really got her going was like, oh, he cooking me dinner. I'm gonna stay on his face. That's what it was. That's, that's, she's like, that's it. That's all I needed.
Okay, take note. Jamal said it, not me. Jamal.
But it's the truth though, because she said like this is Ryan has not cooked me dinner, not once. And for me, when you take away Jackie's personality, and I hate to say it this way, when you take away her personality
Mhm.
and the way she acts, she has some key points. She makes some points. Because there's no way I would have a partner, whatever, and not cook for them. And I don't like cooking. But for the person you're living with, who's supposed to be your wife, husband, partner, whoever, you don't cook for them, not once in a couple weeks. Yeah, that's a no go for me. I don't
Mm.
care. I don't care if you lie. I don't care if you go to the store, get a nice Stouffer's lasagna, heat that bad boy up, heat up the French bread that you buy from the store that's already pre-made,
Mhm.
toast that. I don't care if you just do that. Do something.
Yeah, it's like play your part. Like they keep on talking about acts of service. I call it just being kind and being, a part of the relationship. Don't expect me to always do it. Well, shit, if you get home first, like put
Yes.
something out, get it started. And then when I get
What?
home, I can finish it or something.
Or at least do DoorDash and have the food sitting on the table. Like do
Right?
something. Do something.
But he's too busy at the gym anyway. Okay,
Yes,
so we
saving his
get,
testosterone.
oh Lord, we get some more
Not for
insight
her
into
though.
Elliot. He says that he sees Ree and Jeff as like a model couple, and he is really open to hearing her insight on what he could do better in his own relationship. I thought that was very good of him.
To me, I agree with you. Now I've said thought for a couple minutes. I think that was kind of an act that he came with because the person he's trying to be with Veronica, and the person he is with Ree. You know what it is? I think what it is he likes, like you said, he likes Veronica, and
Hmm.
he respects Ree because of her relationship with Jeff. Like, because
Hmm.
this is a completely different person than from what we got with Lauren, who he didn't like or respect. Completely different. And
Mm.
to me, he seems open. Like he's open to feedback. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, you get me on your side now. Like,
Yeah.
and he's getting me on his side. And the more I'm on his side, the less I'm on Veronica's. And I never thought I would say that.
Well, I'm not on either of their sides when they both didn't decide to leave this week,
Well, that too.
you know. But hey, um,
But with Veronica, it would make more sense if he said stay and she said leave. To me, that would have made sense because she would have had to stay. But the simple fact that you're only staying to torment him and criticize him, I don't understand it. That's a waste of
I
that's a
do.
waste of both your time.
I do. I understand it
Oh,
because
the
I'm a
influencers.
petty
Got
bitch.
that is true. But
Okay,
I'm
so
petty
this is the,
too.
huh?
I'm petty too. I'm petty too, but not enough to waste my time. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but don't forget there's a small paycheck. There's a small stipend included for every week that you're on. So if I can get paid to be a petty bitch to somebody that I really don't like in the first place, then hey, cut that check.
That is, and media exposure. Okay, okay, okay. I get it.
And she is a working actress because you heard him say later on in one of these episodes, oh, and the Oscar goes to.
Hmm.
um, they start talking about how her and Jeff got together and then fell apart or whatever. He's hoping that she can give him a window into what Veronica is feeling because he knows that she's friendly with Veronica. This is Ree that he's talking about.
Hmm.
He then asks Ree what is her impression of what Veronica thinks of, I guess, him. And she says that Veronica has noticed that he doesn't make eye contact with her and he's closed off. She says that Veronica mentioned that she wishes that he were a bit more open, and she thinks that Ree thinks that they're just small things that he can work on to adjust to help Veronica. Um, but what he's missing is that
Veronica
Veronica
don't like
telling
him.
the girls, hmm?
Veronica don't like him.
No, well, besides that, but
Oh, okay.
Veronica is telling the girls, these little minor things. She not going in depth. But when she come back to the apartment, she got to stand there with Elliot. Like, if a hair falls out of his head, she's going off. Period. Because I guess she needs camera time. This boils down to getting camera time. Um, Lauren is the number one snob. Yes. Elliot seems more genuine because he likes Veronica. Yes, yes. Susan, you're never late for us. Welcome, welcome. What you laughing at, Tracy? Veronica has been extra hateful. She has. She has. And a small part of me is enjoying it. um, Elliot then asks Ree if she thinks that he's a good match with Veronica. Ree does Ree lie for a living? She says that you can see both of them mean well. If you can find a middle ground, she thinks that they can definitely have potential. And Elliot actually understood that and said he thinks that that's a good way to look at it. What? Honestly, she should be a politician. It's just come to my head. She should be a politician because she said a lot but said absolutely nothing.
Well, I agree with her. If they find the middle ground, they could be a good couple. But it goes back to again, she doesn't like him, and it goes back to what you said. She's there for her camera time and to promote her personal training business.
She won one more credit on her headshot when she go auditioning. Next up, we have Veronica and Dave. This is where Dave start to lose me. Veronica goes over to the Dave's apartment, and Veronica is asking him if he thinks that she and Elliot are emotionally compatible. And Dave says that there seems to be a disconnect between the two of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She says that Elliot doesn't tell her much about his day. Dave says that after what happened with Lauren, Elliot could be super cautious and he's probably pretty scarred um, by what happened with the fallout with Lauren. Veronica says he's not willing to hear that she's apologized, and he's not overly excited to hear her opinion. And then we get a talking head from Veronica saying that Dave is very easy to talk to. Why is that?
Because because Dave is more emotionally open in the way she wants someone to be, whereas Elliot is not that type of dude. He's like a person that takes him a long time to get to that stage where she wants it now.
Okay, so Dave then asks her, "Is Elliot your type?" Why are you asking that? Anyway, she responds and says, in terms of a relationship, it would probably be Dave or Jeff that would be her type. She says with Elliot, he's just not interested. She says that she has had more conversation with Dave than she's had with Elliot for the whole experiment. She says I probably would have been a better match with Dave or anyone else on this floor. He lost me, and she lost me. Girl, go back to your original den and start causing havoc with Elliot and leave Dave alone. I was not happy.
You thought they were
Mm-mm.
having too much fun?
A little. They were so giddy. I think something happened with them. Yes, because of
Okay,
what
that's what I
Dave
thought too.
said. Mm-mm. Okay, so then we got Katrina and TJ. Karina, sorry, why did I call her Katrina? Karina and TJ. She finally shows up late. I guess somebody told him that she was crying because he's very careful around her, saying that she could have the bed and he'll sleep on the couch. You could pull the partition. Here's a place for your clothes. How can I help you? How can I serve you? Very, very standoffish. But I did note that when she looked in, she said, "Oh, the place is so small," or something like that. She made a comment on the size of the place because she has a one-bedroom unit, and TJ and Beth only have a studio.
Hmm.
How convenient that Dave and Jeff are her type. Oh, Tracy, I do not like her at all. Tracy, really? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so TJ gives her a tour of the room. Um, let's see. Oh, Karina says now that she's reflected on it, if she wouldn't have gotten so upset if she didn't care about Paul.
No,
Um,
stop. I will stop right there. I hate when people do that. That's something jealous people say. Oh, I'm only being jealous because I love you and want to protect what we have. Shut up. No, that's not the case. You're jealous because you're insecure. Period. Okay, done. I hate when people say that. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No, because when you say stuff like that, that leads down the road to other things, like you going through people's phones, going through their cars, trying to break into their glove compartment that's conveniently locked, stuff like that.
oh my god, this sounds very detailed, Jamal.
Just stuff like that. I hate when people say that. Oh, it's the worst.
Well, TJ puts her to bed. Karina is saying in her talking head, she would be pissed off if she finds out that Athena slept in the same bed as Paul. What you worry
Hmm.
about?
Because they look
Right?
alike, and how ridiculous does that sound?
Mm.
Just because uh, Cleo and Athena are twins, you automatically think because they sleep in the same bed, she just gonna roll on her back.
I guess so. I guess so. So they get the letter writing challenge, and Karina says that hold on. Okay, so the letter they get the letter writing challenge, and
Hello.
you have to write down issues in your relationship that have been concerning you. So you have to write this letter. And Karina says that they've had issues with regards to their religion and how they were raised, and how they would raise a family. Um, TJ says, "Well, I think that there would be a compromise, and if that's the hardest thing they have to worry about, they've got it good." And I was just wondering why she was bringing that up, but I guess it's the only thing she could think of. Blah, 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 blah. Jamie's been sent over to Adrian's apartment, and they are getting along like a house on fire. She realizes that they have very similar points of view. They're talking about Veronica and Elliott. They're on Elliott's side. Jamie feels like she's having a gossip session with her girlfriend. Jamie says that we're a package deal. He says, I know she feels like he feels like he has two wives now. Don't you wish, you SOB? They get into bed together. They're playing with the lights. It's like really not that serious. Um, and this is a lighter side of Adrian that I can appreciate. Anything to say on them? Oh, I didn't even realize that Jamal dropped. Anyway, let's continue on. What are you guys saying? I agree. Not jealous, but get his attention. Oh, I bet Paul would be the same way if she was swapping with a black guy. Ooh, good point. Good point. Hold on, I think Jamal. Hold on. I think Jamal's trying to come back. So let's mosey along. Okay, so the last one, we have Athena. We have Athena with Paul. Um. Okay, so he's okay. Here we go. He's back. He's back. There you are.
Yeah, phone call came in. My good grief.
Ah, no worries. Let's see. So we're up to Athena and Paul's apartment, and he asked her if after seeing Karina's reaction today, does she think that Karina's going to be uh did she think that Karina was going to be like a jealous person in the future? And I guess her meltdown, because I think Athena saw her crying or something, whatever. Athena says that she could tell that she was upset and she could understand her feelings, being uncomfortable with a female coming into the apartment. Athena says that she's not sure what she could be jealous of, and Paul lets her know that he told Karina about his fling with Cleo. And Athena's surprised that she would be jealous of that because twins have their own identity. Athena tells him that Karina should be assured that she doesn't want to sleep in a bed with someone that her sister did. And Athena says that your relationship might struggle later on. Right now, they're still in the honeymoon phase. If she's feeling uncomfortable when you're in a good place, how's she going to feel when you aren't in a good place? She also wonders whether she trusts him. He's glad that Athena, has agreed with him and how he was feeling. Athena says that Athena's basically hurt by Athena's reaction to Cleo having sex with Paul. Um, because Paul actually tells her, Athena, that like what Karina said. I'm trying to remember these stupid names. Karina basically, her reaction to Paul when he told her that he slept with Cleo was, "Oh, I didn't think you slept with that caliber of person." That wasn't nice. And
And then Athena went in.
well, Athena thought that they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she was trying to wrap her head around what happened at the girls' night because, of course, Karina was calling Athena mean girl too, not just Jamie. And she said that they ganged up on people to come at them. So now hearing this, I think it was just a little too much. Um, Athena asks, how could he be navigating his relationship with someone who is jealous? And Paul says, like, his response to it is to push them away.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Athena takes the couch and Paul takes the bed because she says she's going to respect Karina's boundaries. How are you welcoming someone in your home and making them so uncomfortable at the same time? Like Karina's so spoiled, so spoiled. So this is where they have the letter writing challenge as well. And Paul says he basically made a promise to himself that he was going to change the way how he goes into a relationship. In his last relationship, he ignored red flags for the fear that the relationship would fail, and he basically stayed in it too long.
Right.
Um, his fear is that it might be happening again with Karina. He feels that she's a bit of a snob. Sometimes it comes across as very judgy, and it's giving him the ick. When he told her that he was paired with Athena, she made a comment about Cleo that gave him the ick. Karina said, "Oh, I didn't know that you would go for that caliber of person." Athena's shocked, because one, it's a jab, and two, it's her sister. Athena says that they're in a different caliber than you. It's essentially saying that they're better than you. Athena wants to know, where are you in your life, Karina, to look down on my twin sister? Paul is scared of how Karina is going to react if he brings this up to her. And Athena says that you have to have raw honesty in a relationship. Athena says she is not going to let Karina get away with it. So we're setting up for another fight.
Exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. So though that was episodes 25 and 26.
Oh, did we do
Come back
Adrian
here
and Jamie yet?
tomorrow for 27 and 28. What was that,
Did
Jamal?
we did we do Jamie and Adrian yet?
Did we do what?
Jamie and Adrian.
Jamie leaving?
Jamie and Adrian.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. You're a little muffled. They didn't have much this episode. This
True.
episode was just them sitting down, gossiping, and then they went to bed. They get their challenges in the next episode.
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
Okay, we're good then.
Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow. I worry that Athena has been in too many bad relationships. I think, but she hasn't, because she was with the boyfriend, her child's father, from when she was a teenager. That's her
Mm-hmm.
one major relationship. I think what we should be worried about is that she doesn't have enough relationship experience, and that her
That's
one
fair.
big relationship was bad. So I don't know. But I've been telling Jamal this, but this is like the worst season of Mass for me. The storylines aren't coming together. The actors aren't, they don't understand the assignment. There's way too many of them still on there at this point. Ugh, this is so annoying. So this is my feelings towards this season. I'm not very happy. I'm still watching it, but I'm not very happy. Oof. But yeah, that's it for the 2 episodes. Join us again tomorrow, where we'll be discussing the next 2 episodes of the week. And comment below if you feel we missed something, if you have a different point of view. Thanks to the new subscribers for joining the tribe. We really appreciate it. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good to go.
Alrighty then, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.